Folks, it is my birthday coming up soon. Don't want to give out the actual date because I don't want you to be able to, like, say I forgot my password on some website and then suddenly you have my password, right? Maybe I'm being paranoid, but of course I was raised in a very paranoid family. Just really quickly, one time when I was younger, I know I've told this story before, but one time when I was younger, I saw an altercation on the playground. And I went home, I was like, Mom, I get to be a witness today. And my mom looked at me, I'm like 10 years old. She said, you know, witnesses get killed. That's the environment in which I grew up. Of course, I'm gonna be a little bit paranoid, folks. Alloyed, good tidings. Good tidings. Luna Leaf, have a good one. Take care. Please take care. Only if you snitch. I was gonna snitch though. I was so happy because I was like, I saw the truth, you know? I was absolutely gonna snitch. But like in a cool way, you know? I'm cool with it. I'm cool. Anyway, it's my birthday coming up. I got my parents coming to visit. It's so stressful. Can I get a 1 in chat if it's stressful to choose a restaurant? And I know this is like a champagne problem, I guess, but to like choose a restaurant for your family, because my parents, I don't know, they just like don't have any preferences whatsoever. And you're like, how could that possibly be true? They're genuinely like, oh, we don't eat that much anymore. Like, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? Like, surely you need sustenance to survive. They're like, oh yeah, sometimes we just eat like a breakfast and a dinner. And I'm like, what's your dinner? And they're like, oh, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm like, there's something wrong here. You know what I mean? There's like a foundational sickness here. I don't know what happened, but something has gone wrong here. I've spent the last 2 days trying to be like, you know, obviously with Beth's help, right? But trying to figure out a non-offensive place to take him. And keep in mind, you know, oh, non-offensive place? Where am I gonna take him? An insult diner. Dude, I gotta stop saying dude. Friends, folks, hark. I could not think of a worse place to be than an insult diner. Like, I don't get it. Can someone please explain to me? And I guess I'm yucking other people's yums right now, quite literally, because it has to do with foodstuffs. But can I have someone explain to me why the concept of an insult diner is fun? Like, I think I can't go because I have low self-esteem. Do you know what I mean? Or I struggle with self-esteem. I'm trying to work at my self-esteem, but why would I want to go somewhere, pay money, and then get insulted? Like, that sounds like the worst time ever. Hey, if I wanted to have a meal while being insulted, I just go visit my family. Do you know what I mean? Zing! Zing! I've never understood it. You say it as if it exists. Squishy doesn't it though? I mean, you hear about it all the time. It's one of those things that you hear about in the media or whatever. And then it's like, yeah, you're right. I've never seen one in real life, so I don't know if it exists. It's like a Bigfoot kind of situation. Solace, good tidings. No idea why people would want to do that. Exactly. I don't want to be insulted at the place that I'm. And then what? I'm supposed to give you a larger tip the more that you make me cry? No. No, thank you. Nah, we were so close to Tenpai. Maybe we should just be pushing in this case, but I'm like a scaredy cat. I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm like a big old scaredy cat, so I don't necessarily want to push for this if I don't have to. We might still end up dealing in. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think you're all right. But that's not going to keep me warm in the middle of the night. This hand refuses to be folded. This is like an obstinate shirt, folks. This is like a shirt with a lot of wrinkles in it, the way it refuses to be folded right now. There we go. A 3 of characters. I could kiss you on the mouth right now. A little open mouth kiss for the 3 of characters. So my parents are visiting next weekend. I gotta pick a normal place to go with them. We're gonna go I have an ingenious plan to spend time with my family. We're gonna go to like a botanical gardens, and we've already been there with them once, and so we know that they like it, but it's been like a few years, so I think it's worth a revisit. But I'm gonna have my Pokemon Go auto catcher going in the background, and I'm gonna be catching Pokemon the whole day. So it's like, oh yeah, do your emotional damage, but at the end of the day, I might be walking out here with a cacturn, folks, with a little shieldy on that I need a power that I can transfer for the candies and then use it in PvP arenas. Good thing you didn't discard the 8 of bamboo. I was close to. I saw all those 7s dripping down the drain, and I was like, we got to do something here, right? Like, I think that was our next safest tile, because I didn't want to throw anything close to the 2 of characters being the Dora, right? So that was a very spicy situation. Very spicy situation. A 15, 15, 14 drift loon? Rosie O'Gravy, you tease. Or are you flaunting because you got it? Is that a drift loon that you have so recently caught? I've been really liking Pokemon Go lately, not gonna lie to you. Anything that like makes me want to live a little bit, makes me want to go outside and actually touch grass. Oh, baby. It's so nice. It's so nice to have a reason to touch grass. This hand is honestly nuts, right? This hand is nuts. Like a 3/4/5 Zuzzy Sanshoku somewhere deep within the confines of this hand. I mean, 2, 3, 4. It's not Sanshokes. I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe this isn't Sanshokes, but this is still a very powerful hand if we draw into that 6 of bamboo, right? Riichi Pinfu, Tanya red 5. Wow, okay. Okay, now we can pawn either of these. It's not as good as just calling Riichi. Calling Riichi is obviously the bee's knees right now. You know what? Drawing into the 3 of circles would also be really, really nice. Drawing into the Dora tile is not a bad look for us. Not even a little bit. Lavender Lele, good tidings. Yusong, I need to know what your birthday cake of choice is. Girl Luigi, this is an excellent question. I'm so sad that I was so busy talking that I almost missed it. My birthday cake of choice, and I'm sorry if this offends any snowflakes in the audience, is probably a tiramisu. I don't like coffee. Beth is clapping in the other room. This gets the Beth. Beth said that's right. Folks, we're gaming right now. I gotta go for this. I don't want to fold this hand. They might deal in with the Dora. I kill Ipatsu. Throwing the 7 is super, super spicy. Is Super Mario Maker spicy? Because, you know, it's close to a tile that they could be trying to win with or whatever. I'm going Suji Gaming. If they got me, they got me. There's nothing I can do. Lock me up, you know? I don't like coffee because it makes my heart skip beats, okay? It makes my heart jump out of my chest. It makes me think that I'm going to die, folks. That is the experience that I have while drinking a caffeinated beverage. It's not a particularly fun one. However, the coffee flavor on a cake, holy smokes, folks. It is a glorious experience to have that little bit of bitter taste along with a very sweet, sweet arena that is the cake bite. It's one of the... Oh, I mean, I have to. Now this hand is so good, but this might deal into left lord. This is so spicy. Oh, no. Oh. Folks, what happened here? What happened here? We just got absolutely owned. Well, we had what? Tanya, red 5, with a chance to accept the Dora? Maybe it's not worth chasing there. I don't know. Maybe, like... You know what we learned? Here's what we learned. The real Mangan is the friends you make along the way. Number 2, what we've learned secondarily is that even if you chase at first, you can still be flexible with it, okay? You can be Simone Biles on the tumble mat. Just because you're chasing at first does not mean that you can fold later, right? Amoriar, good tidings, good tidings. That was a very sneaky Dominton indeed, folks, indeed. Tiramisu is so easy to make at home. What the heck? You know, when I think about tiramisu, and this is a joke, so pull the F over if you're driving. You know, when I think about tiramisu, it's in a tier of its own. You know what I think about tiramisu? I think it's tiramisu super fun to eat. How's this, folks? Is your world rocked right now? Is your world rocked right now? Keep in mind, the reason that you might not see some LMFAOs flooding the chat right now is because a lot of people watch on mobile, and there's a little bit of lag time between when someone might type Lamau and when the Lamau appears. More like S tiramisu, Rosie O'Gravy. How could you be so brave and so true at the same time? Can't believe this stream is free. Exo, neither can I. You know, HBO wants the rights to this stream. I'll say it. I don't care if this shoots this deal in the foot. HBO wants the rights to this stream. They're calling it the comedy sensation of the year, okay? I know. Those are huge words, but it's not how I would describe the stream. But if other people are describing it that way, Blue Penguin, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I was just going off about how it's my birthday coming up, and I think tiramisu is in a tier of its own. I get to reuse the joke. I get to reuse the joke because new people are here. New people are here. They haven't heard the joke before. I get to say the joke again. We are indeed Tenhou gaming without a care in the world right now. Tenhou gaming without a care in the world. Here we go. The buttons on my Samsung smart fridge are broken. And some people, they might have broken buttons on their Samsung smart fridges, and so they have to run to their phones to type Lamau. And suddenly it's just gonna take you forever to get the Lamaus in the chat. That's okay. It's okay. No matter, like if you squeeze a lemon and the juice doesn't come out immediately, this is a terrible analogy because of course it would. But if you squeeze a lemon and the juice does not come out immediately, that's okay. So long as we have lemonade at the end of the day, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Wolfie, good tidings. Blue Penguin, good tidings. Thanks again for the raid. Do I have plans for my birthday? Yo, okay. Let me tell you some plans for my birthday. I think that emulation is a sin. I think that emulation is a sin, and that people who emulate games, who download ROMs, should be executed. Okay? Even if those games are no longer in production and it would cost $200 to buy those games. I think that people who emulation is a sin. Corporations, feel free to slide into my DMs. I'm open for sponsorships, okay? I don't know what to do for my birthday, but for Yudong's birthday, my friend Yudong, his significant other, Beth, who's also named Beth, got him a really nice emulator. A handheld. Yudong's significant other, Beth, got him, not me, a really nice handheld emulator. And he's going to spend his birthday, which coincidentally, very, very close to my birthday. He's gonna spend his birthday loading that thing up with ROMs, and I've told it. I said, Yudong, listen, I think that you deserve to be executed. And it has put a strain on our friendship. It has put a strain on our friendship. I'm no longer invited to dinner at Yudong's place because I'm openly calling for his execution. But he's gonna spend his birthday loading that thing up with ROMs and then having an awesome time playing games in bed. I'm so glad you don't support that stuff. Cold Light Oracle, I'm a straight edge. I play by the book. Hell yeah for Yudong. Look, you know, it's a polarizing figure, Yudong, in our community. And in any community, you know? When will you introduce us to your other friend, you dingus? Shinzetsu-sen, don't be ridiculous, okay? I am a real person and Yudong is a real person. You dingus is obviously not a real person. There's a line to be drawn, folks. Anyway, so that's my big... Oh, excuse me, that's Yudong's. I misspoke. That's Yudong's big birthday bash, okay? That's all that they're planning to do. Here we go, folks. Here we go. And now look at this. This is a weirdo hand. We got suddenly drawn into a full flush. We cannot con here, okay? The reason being is because we could actually use a 678 and then an 888. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, we should get NPR on the line because this hand's feeling like an 8-8, don't tell me. Sorry for not giving you a warning. You're probably losing control of your car right now if you're driving. You're going, ah, I'm laughing so hard. Whoa! I know how people drive. I know how everyone drives. Oh no. I mean, I keep the door. Oh no, I can't even keep the door. Oh no. My tiles are spicy. Why does the Southland also feel spicy to me, right? Lord might have something. This is a horrible situation. I know that we're pretty close to a full flush, but I'm feeling like it might full flush me down the drain, folks. This is not necessarily where we want to be. Okay. Here we go. On your birthday, you will be reporting Yudong to the feds, and that's what I want to be doing with my time. Burping, excuse me, and spreading justice in the world. Call me Light Yagami, folks. So that's honestly it for the birthday. It's been a busy time of the year. I think that doing a birthday stream might be a good idea as well. But well, can I get a 1 in chat if I don't have to do my birthday stream on my birthday, and if it's like a few weeks later, we could still just celebrate normally. You know what I mean? We can all just celebrate normally. So I don't really know what to do on the birthday stream. You know, it's a weird thing to plan for. I don't want it to seem too, you know, like I'm just tooting my own horn the whole time. Like, oh yes, everyone celebrate me. Like I don't want that to be the vibe necessarily. But if you are gonna celebrate me, then I won't stop you. No, sorry. All right, we gotta get back into this game, okay? And this is our last chance at the dealer's seat. This is not the hand that you want to see. Definitely not the hand that you want to see in the dealer's seat, but that's okay. Oh, folks, really? We gotta throw away the white dragon over here? Oh, no. No work on the birthday? That's true. That's true. I gotta be careful not to overdo it. I think the overexhaustion really, you know, I think the overexhaustion coupled with the fact that my parents are visiting next weekend I'm in a pressure cooker right now. You know what I mean? But instead of being a nice stewed, you know, instead of being a nice beef stew with all your carrots and potatoes and whatnot, it's just a mental health wasteland right now, folks. We gotta take it easy. Can I say something, by the way? I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle. If anyone in chat is a licensed therapist that records the audio for the Headspace meditations, I have some notes. Can you please put a goodbye or we're finished at the end of the meditations? Because sometimes the meditations, they're going, and then at the end, they're just like, okay, now take a deep breath. And then it's over. And I'm there looking like an idiot being like, well, I don't want to take myself out of it. So I'm like, I got one eye open trying to look at my phone being like, are we done here? Like, what's going on? What's going on, friends? Are we like done here or something? I'm looking like a fool with my pants on the ground. They got to say goodbye at the end of it. It's also rude not to say goodbye after we spent like 8 minutes together, you know? I do the unlicensed ones. No, I think that, I mean, here's the thing. I love corporations. I can't get enough of them. Ooh, give me those corporations. Dude, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I genuinely, I know. But Right Lord has a manga. They have Sea Wind, Prevalent Wind, 3 Dora. My hand is, I want a Chance Revolution to win this game. You want to know how we win this game? Someone else deals into Right Lord. I know, it's not a winning schmoove necessarily, but I don't want to do any losing schmooves either. Bears frail, good tidings. As the CEO of Headspace, I will deal with this promptly. Lavender Lele, thank you so much for using your influence for good. People gotta say goodbye at the end of it. I did do this very funny meditation where they had you do something like a smile stretch. So what they had you do, and this could all be a practical joke, I don't know, but their meditation was you just stretch the muscles in your face, right? You smile and then you open your jaw and then you breathe. you feel like such a fool with your pants on the ground doing it, but it genuinely helps a little bit. There was another stretch, or like there was another meditation, and I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna describe it to you, where you stick out your tongue and you just like pant heavily, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Headspace, I didn't realize the Ahigao meditation was an option today. Can we maybe not? I mean, that's one that you can't do with anybody else. That's one that I have done that you can only do in the comfort of your own home with the door locked, okay? Joker practice. You want to know how I got this mindful brain? All right, how do we get out of this dealing? 4 more years, baby. 4 more years. Sea-Wind, Prevalent, Dora 3. Oops. Here we go. And that's how we get back into the game, folks. 100% reason to remember the name. 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% left lord dealing in and it being really painful for them. Let's go. Woof, 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 woof. Cows Magoo, what happens when you get when you get a solicitor mid hot dog meditation. First of all, what kind of meditations are you doing where they're giving out free hot dogs at the end? That's a meditation that I would like to participate in. That sounds like a wonderful use of my time. A hot dog meditation. Where are they leading them? Costco? Luckily, I mean, I shouldn't jinx it probably, right? But like I'm a main character in Arcane, but I haven't been interrupted yet. You throw your phone on Do Not Disturb, it does the job, folks. It absolutely okay. It absolutely does the job. Do Not Disturb lives up to its namesake, folks. You said pant like a dog. All right, what do we do here, folks? What do we do here? Because we could very easily chase this hand, right? I need them to throw a safe tile first. I need them to be dropping some safe Kyles right now before we send caution to the wind right now. You know what I mean? You've heard of Gone with the Wind, but caution to the wind? Nay. Hark, folks. I think we gotta fold here because if we just continue, if a crosslord sumos, or even better, if left lord deals in, we're still sitting pretty right now, okay? Sitting pretty like this is my Instagram, okay? No, I don't post on Instagram that often. I think that, yo, what do you think is the social media app that is the worst for your mental health? We should try to keep things civil here, right? We don't gotta be like, oh, you like that one? I think that one's stupid or whatever. Left Lord, you magnificent SOB. Left Lord, you magnificent SOB. TikTok, I'm scared to use TikTok. I post on TikTok, I'm scared to use it. Because I'm like, my attention span is already... You've seen my commentary, you know what I mean? Twitch, yeah, Oishi, that's fair. Could you imagine logging onto Twitch every day? The streamer that you mod for just steals your jokes and posts them on Twitter? and then expects to get compliments on them. Yeah, that would hurt my mental health for sure. Are you joking me? That would absolutely damage my mental health. Twitter or Instagram? No, I think they're bad. Twitter is bad in the sense that like, oh, I didn't like it's like the political badness. You know what I mean? It's like nobody needs to know that much. Like you should stay informed, but like it's just not that you shouldn't. Nobody needs to know that much. It's good to be well informed about a topic, but I think if you want to be inundated with misery, number one, log on to Twitter. Number two, play Riichi Mahjong, right? Those are the fastest avenues. Oh, it's like Disney World, right? You get a fast pass to being stressed out and miserable just by opening up Twitter. And then Instagram, I don't like Instagram. Old man yells at cloud, by the way, but I genuinely don't like Instagram because it's like, I don't need to see you living your best life, Brian. I'm out here struggling. I'm out here struggling with my OCD thoughts. I'm out here struggling with my depression. I'm out here being busy. I gotta find a place to take my parents. You know what I mean? We gotta emotionally prepare for that visit as well. Tumblr is a beautiful place. Yo, Beth has also been using Tumblr. I think Tumblr has really had a resurgence. I gotta get back on Tumblr. That'd be a nice place to engage in some of the fandoms that I've been well, I don't know. It'd be just a nice place to like look at picturesque manga stills, you know? Like, oh, there's this really nice still from Jujutsu Kaisen or something. No spoilers or whatever, but you know, that'd be a nice place to engage with that hobby. I want to be polemical and ignorant. I don't even know what that means. Is that like the opposite of political? That doesn't even sound that bad right now. Is there a Dana Chiba Tumblr? I mean, I gotta assume that they're like, our parasocial relationship with Dana Chiba, notwithstanding, there's gotta be like a Riichi Mahjong community on Tumblr, right? Unfortunately, the content that I make doesn't necessarily vibe with Tumblr that well. And we're going for it, folks. We're absolutely going for it. Unfortunately, no Sanshoku in sight, right? No 345 or any kind of Sanshoku, but we could con the Green Dragon if we're feeling particularly spicy this time of year, right? So what is the safest Kyle? I mean, Westwind and one of characters, they're both looking extremely safe. I stopped using Tumblr because of gift spoilers. That's difficult. I remember, you know what? This was a thing that I experienced too when I was on Tumblr. I would also get spoiled from some of the series that I was like watching. And then it's hard to, because you're following the tags or whatever, you're following your favorite blogs, and it's like, you know, oh man, now I know that Well, now I don't want to give an example of a spoiler, so I'll say a fake spoiler. Now I know that Dobby kills Voldemort. This is pre-Twitter era. I'm referencing Harry Potter from the pre-Twitter era, folks. 5 Shanten from an all-green Yakuman. Turkey Boom. They're seeing the glass half empty, half full, and then the other one filled to the brim with a Mountain Dew flavor that's been discontinued. I love that energy. We are almost there to an all-green Yakuman. No, folks. Nope. 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 I don't do that. Nope. We don't do that here. We're not even gonna get into Tenpai. We lay this hand down. We lay this hand down, folks. Like we're freaking Sleeping Beauty. What? They got it? Sebastian the Crab? Under the River Pinfu? Dora! Holy smokes! I mean, now if we get a direct hit Hanemon, we might be able to get back into this game, but it's gonna be not Super Mario Maker likely. Oh, this hand is a struggle bus. Oh, do we ever just do it? I don't think that we can do it. Yeah, I don't think it's right to just freaking go for it or whatever. But anyway, that's my internet journey lately. I'm trying to not stay away from the spaces that make me particularly mad. You know what's been really disappointing? And this is a very like, I think this has also been the trigger for a lot of my downward spirals. And I know, please take this with a mountain of salt. I know how silly this sounds, how small this is in the grand scheme of things, but the rate of subscribers has slowed down on the YouTube channel. And I know that like that literally means nothing. I was really upset about this because I was like, oh, my videos aren't doing that well, but I don't think the content has changed at all. In fact, the content has not changed at all. And so I think I got effed over. Either I got effed over by an algorithm thing, or it's just like, it's the changing tides, you genuinely cannot predict what's going on there, right? You genuinely can't predict what's going on. And so I know that in the grand scheme of things, it is a small thing, but for some reason lately that has felt like an existential threat to my well-being. Genuinely, and maybe it's like, oh, Yusong, maybe you shouldn't be the type of person making YouTube videos. I know, I absolutely hear you. That's been really, really disappointing. And I don't know, I genuinely don't know what happened. I'm hoping that it's just like a time thing, you know? Call me a comedy bang bang favorite character the way I'm the timekeeper, but it could just be a gone with the times kind of thing. JSO man, thanks for gifting us up to Changing Tides. I greatly, a pillar of this community. Hey, you know what? Not how we drew it up in the sand, but we absolutely take those. Anything that's not fourth is a huge mondo dub in the arena that is Riichi Mahjong. Left Lord in a bog. Meanwhile, I'm showing hog, baby. Let's go. We take those. Pay out the semi-doubters, folks. This is a pretty decent payday as well. Let's go. Everyone's moving over to shogi. Oh, the teens of TikTok are having a huge moment of shogi.